Hello, this is Jill from Baby Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, bringing you inspiration for your paper craft projects. And today we're going to be making rainbow trees. Every year for the last 3 or 4 years, I've made some sort of rainbow trees cards with Stampin' Up products. This year I didn't think I was going to be able to manage it, but then I spotted the tree that is in the snowman dies that goes with the Snowman Magic stamp set. So it goes with this, and there's this die in the pack, in the dies, and I realised that I could actually make my rainbow tree card again. So that's what I did. I made this one. I think it was for a blog hop actually. It's a long and thin. What I'm going to do today is try and fit it on a 6x4 card, the normal size. So I'm going to squish the trees up a bit together and see how that goes. So I'm starting off with a piece of thick Whisper White card, which measures 15 centimetres by 21 centimetres. And I'm going to score at 10.5 to make my card blank. This is all a bit of experimentation today because I haven't tried this before. So let's hope it's going to work. So I'm going to fold that, and then I'm going to burnish the crease and all the sides because I cut it with my trimmer, and the trimmer, as it presses down with the blade, gives you a kind of lip on your card, which if you just go round with your bone folder will get rid of that, and your card will feel very flat and straight and smooth. Yeah, that's perfect. Might just do that one a little bit as well. Yeah, that's better. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ruler and a pencil, and I'm going to mark the halfway mark on my card, which is 7.5 centimetres. So my first tree is going to go there. I'm going to open it up so that it lays flat. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this splodge, which is from the Painted Poppies set. This set seems to have been around for ages. I've got a feeling it'll probably retire next June when the new catalogue comes out, but at the moment we've still got it. And my first splodge is going to go there. Then I'm going to do one over here, right to the edge, and right to the edge, and then I'm going to do one in between and see how that works. So you're here on my exciting journey with me today. So we're going to start off with our one in the middle, which is Daffodil Delight, and I think I'm trying to remember. I've got a piece of scrap paper. I'm just going to try it because I can't remember which ones of these I stamped off and which ones I didn't. I've got a feeling I didn't stamp off Daffodil Delight. I think I did stamp off those two in that one. Not sure about Mango Melody, so I'm just going to give it a try on the scrap paper and see what happens. So that's if I don't stamp off. What do you reckon? I think I won't stamp it off, but hey ho, we'll wait and see what happens. So this is my first splodge. It's going to go in the middle. I'm going to go fairly near the top. And there. It is a very sort of uneven splodge, so don't worry about that. Right, and then I need to bring in, it's actually not very central, I need to bring in my chamois. What have I done with it? Had it out earlier today. Oh, there it is. Clean my stamp off. And then I'm going to do Tahitian Tide. Love, love, love this colour. Tahitian Tide and Polished Pink. Love those colours from our in colours. So that one I'm definitely stamping off. I'm going to do this right over here. Like so. I think it's going to work all right. I think it's going to be okay. Right, so let's put that one out of the way and then bring back in my chamois. Don't forget, if you haven't got a chamois and you'd like to buy one, I have a deal on that if you're in the UK, I will send you a free case to keep it in. You have to buy these cases in packs of 4 and you don't really want 4 of them. So I've got an offer. If you buy a chamois from me, then I will send you a case free of charge. Right, we're now going to do Polished Pink. Like so. And again, we're going to stamp off. I'm fairly sure I stamped off this one. Like so. There we go. And I'm just going to see where the trees will go here. So there they are. So I think we're just going to go a bit lower. The trees are going to be there. Are they? Should I go higher? Maybe I'll go higher. Maybe we can find a bigger, oh, I don't know. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud now. I just think we might have a, because the other one was a long thin card, I didn't have the problem that there's big gaps at the top or the bottom. I'm going to go higher though, leave this space, and I might be able to find a bigger Merry Christmas to put along here maybe. Let's see how that goes. Right, green, Granny Apple green. Stamp off, and we're going to do this one a little bit higher. It will overlap, that's fine. And then last one is Mango Melody. Got a feeling I should have stamped off Daffodil Delight as well, but it's too late now. So it's a long while since I made this card. I'm very behind in getting all my cards on here, made into videos. There we go. They look like they need to be the other way round, but we'll go with it for the moment. Right, now before we add our trees, we're going to stamp some little stars and dots, which is from the Penguin Place stamp set. This little stamp here is just going to give us some background for our trees, if you can see. So let's start with Tahitian Tide, whichever I put it. So like so, there we go. And then Granny Apple green, chamois once again. They do look really dirty, these chamois, but they work a treat. They're really good. So don't be put off by that. I sometimes think they should make them in black so you can't see how filthy they are and you wouldn't mind so much. They're such a lovely purple colour when you first get them, but it lasts about 2 minutes once you start using them. There we go. There's the Granny Apple green. Such a lovely little stamp, this one. Love it. Really good for adding little backgrounds and just suddenly makes it all look very Christmassy. Right, Daffodil Delight. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. So when you're making yours, I think you should stamp off the Daffodil Delight. Do what I say, not what I do, hey? There we go. No, that's enough. And then Mango Melody, which is in fact darker than Daffodil Delight, but on mine looks lighter because I stamped it off and didn't stamp off the Daffodil Delight, but never mind. Sometimes it's only because you know that you notice it. I'm sure people who aren't in the know won't notice. There we go. And then the last one is Metal Pink, Polished Pink, one of my favourite colours. So how are you all doing with your Christmas preparations? I'm taping this on Advent Sunday, the first Sunday in Advent. Went to church today because I love the Advent season. I love starting to light the Advent candles and beginning to sing a few Christmassy carols and things. So that was fun. Haven't really got it back into a regular routine of going to church since COVID. I really need to get back into it now. I haven't really got an excuse. They stream our services online, so I've been watching them online each Sunday, but I really need to. It was really lovely to be back in person today. There we go. Right, so now we can add our trees. I think this is working well, actually. I think I'm going to like this version better than the one I made. So just a little bit of Tombow on my tree. Just need to catch each branch, otherwise they won't lie flat. And stick. And then Granny Apple Green. Of course, you could choose your own rainbow colours. You could do a subtles rainbow. You could have them paler than this. You could do them all in green. You could do lots of different greens, which would be quite Christmassy. Don't have to follow my colours. Lots of alternatives. I am liking this version a lot. The other one, they were just a bit too spaced out. I do like long thin cards, but just seemed a bit too spaced out. There we go. There's my Daffodil Delight. Go down again. So I'm doing one up, one down, alternating. Yeah, definitely should have stamped that off. A bit annoyed with myself now, but hey ho. I'm not going to remake the whole card for that. It's a bit of a funny colour, Daffodil Delight. You stamp it off, it's quite light, but I think it would have looked better. But anyway, like I say, anyone who's not in the know probably won't notice. And then petal, not, why do I want to keep calling this petal pink? It's polished pink. Stampin' Up do love their alliteration for their colours. There we go. And there's a sneak peek of a colour that's coming, an ink colour that's coming, because we've got a new mini emboss machine that is one of the rewards for celebration. Right, okay, so what we really need is something substantial along here with, and I've got to think whether I've got a Merry Christmas. Oh, let's have a look. What have I got in here? Oh, look. Could we do Merry Christmas with the banners, the things on the banners? I wonder if I can line them up well enough to do that. Nice set, this set, by the way. I think that one's retiring as well. Right, now you can see where I've folded this card, it's not quite meeting. You see, I've got a little bit of overlap there, so I'm just going to trim that off because it's annoying me. My OCD is getting the better of me there. And I want that to be, oh, and I want that to be. And then what we could do is do a Merry Christmas down here, and that will fill that space up. Look like I'd left that space. I think the little Merry Christmas that I was going to use from Cottage Wreaths would be a bit too small. So all I've got to try and do, she says, is try and line these up. And I think what I'm going to do is draw a line hopefully get this lined up. Maybe a bit lower. And then once I mount these, I'm going to line up the bottom of the stamp with the line so that they hopefully will be in line. It's going to be annoying if they're not, but we'll give it a go. What colour do you think we should do the stamping in? Should we do it in black or should we do it in one of the colours that we've used? Do you know, I think I'm going to do it in grey. I'm going to do it in grey granite. I haven't used this colour for ages. So now the other thing is, I really want to get this centred. So I need to know, I'm going to move my Merry across a bit. And my Christmas across a bit. So I'm really thinking on the job here, so you're seeing the thought process. When people sometimes see a simple handmade card, they don't realise how much work has gone into making it that simple. Right, now then, is that central? If I do it there. I think it is actually, so that's the H. It's just under the trunk of the yellow one. I'm going to stamp straight onto my card here. You could do it on a spare piece of card, and then cut it out so that you won't ruin your card. If I do mess this up, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll stick it over it. I'm going to try this first. So I'm going to stamp and try and line up my letters with the line there. Well, that's a nice Christmas, isn't it? Let's hope the Merry works as well. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Well, there you go. So my pencil mark showing through there, so I'll just get rid of that. And then we can get rid of this line. Now just be careful if you're doing it as quickly as I am. You might want to just give your ink a little bit longer to dry. You don't want to smudge it and spoil your whole card. But there we are. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm really pleased with that. I like that a lot more than my original. So here's my original. And oh, just put a smudge on there. I'll get that off later with my eraser. But I love that. I'm loving that card. Might make some more of them to send this year. Yeah, I think that could be my card for this year. Yeah, so that's it for me today. Sorry if you've just been working through this, hearing me work things out in my head. Thanks so much for watching. I'll just tell you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use one of these. Don't know if you've ever seen them. It's called a sand and rubber eraser from Tombow. And that, if I go over this bit of ink, we'll take it off. It'll just take the surface because it's a sand. It's like using sandpaper. We'll take that off. There you go. Smudge gone. Really worth their weight in gold, these little erasers. Available on Amazon. We don't sell them, but they are available on Amazon. And there you are. My spludger's gone. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you like my card. I'm really pleased with it. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.